What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here. In today's video, we got some awesome battles submitted to the channel by a member and fellow content creator in the community, Janetto24 YouTube. So be sure to go check them out, link down in the description. But the core of Wooper and Vulpix, which we have seen myself use and a lot of people use because it's that strong, paired with Mareanie. Mareanie, the pre-evolution of Toxapex. But having the same charge moves, Brine and Sludge Wave, but instead of Poison Jab, it has Poison Sting. You guys already can predict how this is gonna go. If you guys have a low combat power Mareanie, maybe give it a try. All right, getting into the first battle, we have Wooper on the lead versus Seal. Okay, so let's see how this is gonna go. Wooper, not in a very dangerous situation. Honestly, the body slam right here is so nice. Wooper, I've used it. It was the first thing I went to because I absolutely love this Pokemon in the little cup. The 500 power cup, especially paired with Vulpix. But we are going to see an Icy Wind now come through, and they're going to go ahead and let this go. Now, let's see if they decide to bail. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and bail into Mareanie now. Poison Sting and Sludge Wave. What is this dupeter going to do? Animation as well. The attack animation here on Mareanie is pretty cool. So here comes the Sludge Wave, and it lands. Oh, that's like 70% of its health. That is beautiful. And able to get to Brine as well. Are they going to shield the potential Mirror Coat? No, they're going to go ahead and let it go, and it was just a Bubble Beam. So that is a good call. They're going to go ahead and load up on energy and go for a Brine now. So Mareanie looking incredibly strong right here in this mid game as it just takes out the dupeter. Just easy. Gone. See ya. Alright, let's see what decides to come in. If it's the Seal, which it is going to be the Seal, they can get to a Sludge. No, they're going to go ahead and throw the Icy Wind right away. That is fine. They're going to go ahead and let this go. It's actually an Aqua Tail instead. Okay, so Wooper now going to come in, and they're going to go ahead and go for Body Slam. And I'd be curious to see if there's Vulpix in the back. Another very common team that I have seen. They decide to let it go. They're going to go ahead and go for another Body Slam, and this is going to be a tell. If they decide to shield this, then there might be a Vulpix in the back. Yep, there's a Vulpix in the back. You can already tell. They're going to go ahead and shield themselves, and now we might see a simultaneous swap into Vulpix. Nope, they're going to go ahead and commit to the farm down, and it was a Vulpix in the back. So they're going to go ahead and go for the Mud Bomb now to force that final shield from the opponent, and now they'll swap into the mirror match as Quick Attack and Body Slam is going to be able to wrap this one up, as it is going to be a Shadow Vulpix. I do have the Shadow right there. So that is going to be basically a good battle, very well played. They're not going to be able to get to 2 Body Slams in time, and there is still the Wooper in the back with Mud Shot. So they can safely shield and farmed. Oh, they do get to 2? Interesting. Okay. Alright, so they do get to 2. I thought they were one or two fast moves away. But either way, they farm down with Quick Attack. And then they're going to go ahead and go for Body Slam here against the Seal. Yeah, I thought they were a couple fast moves away. But Quick Attack gets to the charge moves quickly. Who would have thought? Good game. Alright, moving to the next one, we got Wooper versus Slowpoke now on the lead. Now, it isn't a Shadow Slowpoke, which can be very deadly with Confusion, but normal is pretty good as well. Just raw Confusion damage can really start to add up. But Wooper as well is one of the kings of charge move spam here in the Element Cup remix. So we will see another Body Slam come through, and this is where we might see that first shield from the Slowpoke. And they do decide to shield right there. All right, charge move coming through. Are they going to shield on the Wooper or just let this go? They're going to go ahead and shield the Psyshock, and now it's going to be a race to the next charge move, and they do get to it in time. As this Body Slam, I actually don't think it's going to be enough to take out Slowpoke, so it might just be able to survive right here. But they get 2 shields. Okay, so they do farm down. Now they got to keep the Mareanie away from the Slowpoke because of that poison typing, so they got to come in with Vulpix right here and give up a shield as well for this Psyshock, which is unfortunate, but they should be able to farm down with Quick Attack, which means they are loaded on energy now. We will see Dupeter come in, so they're going to go ahead and go for Weather Ball. And Shadow Vulpix, if it decides to bail out, maybe gain a little bit more energy right here. Gain a little bit. Oh, they're going to go ahead and go for the back-to-back right away, and this is where we might see Mareanie come in. I just want to see Mareanie Sludge Wave something. So they're going to, yeah, here it comes. They're going to go ahead and come in and hard farm down now with Poison Sting. Charge move coming through from the Dupeter, but is it going to be Mirror Coat? No, it's just going to be Bubble Beam. I thought it was a bit quick, and they will be able to farm down. Now, Slowpoke still has a bit of health, so they will be able to do some Confusion damage, but that is all Pokemon down. The final one is going to be a Vulpix, and no booms for us, unfortunately. Good game. All right, moving to the next one, we got Wooper versus Vulpix here on the lead. Very positive lead matchup, so we will see a swap out now into Slowpoke. And so their best option right now is actually to stay in with a Wooper, similar to the previous matchup, but this time Wooper is slightly ahead on energy, so it might be much more favorable for them, especially to get a shield here before having to give up one of their own against the Psyshock coming from the Slowpoke. So we're going to see that Body Slam get shielded, and here is the CMP tie. So they're going to go ahead and probably shield right here. And they should be able to get to 2 more Body Slams. Oh, it was a Water Pulse. Okay, interesting. So they should be able to get to 2 more. Here's the first Body Slam, and I think the confusion damage coming through isn't enough to KO the Wooper. But they take out the Slowpoke anyways. Beautiful. Now let's see what decides to come in. It is going to be Bulbasaur, so they do have a good answer with Vulpix in the back, and Bulbasaur is not going to be able to get too much energy as well. So only 1 Vine Whip right there, as Vulpix now can come in with Quick Attack, and we do see a swap out now into the Vulpix Mirror. So they're going to go ahead and go for the Body Slam here to try to pressure that final shield from the opponent. They decide to let it go, so now Mareanie is going to come into this matchup, and Brian obviously doing super effective damage. Should be able to take this one. They do have 1 shield left, but this Body Slam is not going to be enough to take down the Mareanie. What I am concerned about, though, is Bulbasaur farming down with Vine Whip. I don't know if it can do it. Boom! Down goes Vulpix. Yeah, I don't think it can do it right here. It's going to be extremely close. Oh, simultaneous KO. Okay. Had the Bulbasaur been able to farm that down, they might have been able to shield bait with Seed Bomb and land Sludge Bomb, which would have been game over. All right, next one, Seal on the lead. How many of you guys have seen Seal on the lead so far in this meta? It's really common, very strong, pairs well with Vulpix and Jupiter, which is, I'm not going to say is going to be this team because you can't just base a whole team off of the lead, but there's a high probability that it is going to be, as Icy Wind is going to go ahead and go unshielded. We see a swap out into Mareanie, and here comes, no, it's going to be an Oddish in the back. Yes, go for it. Go for the Sludge Wave. Let it land, please. One-shot this thing. I'm ready to boom it. No, they shielded right there as they do farm down with Razor Leaf. So we're going to see that Vulpix now come in. They actually got to be careful. Even though this is resisted, look at how much damage Razor Leaf is doing. Literally 50% of the HP by the time Vulpix did 25%. That is very dangerous. And if this Oddish decides to shield, it might be able to win the fast move matchup right here. No, they decided to let it go, and we will see Vulpix on Vulpix. Remember, there's still the Seal in the back to deal with, so I'm not really sure how well they're going to be able to handle this right here, as the Body Slam gets no shielded, and now they're going to go ahead and swap into Wooper, but they're going to be forced to shield this Body Slam right here. And this is going to be a tough one because Vulpix might be able to get to a second one in time. No, the Seal comes right back in, and this Body Slam will be landing now for neutral damage. Actually, they might shield. No, it does land, and this is going to be extremely close. They do get to the second one in time, so the Seal now is forced to shield. Otherwise, the Vulpix will get farmed down by Mudshot, and Seal now throws the Icy Wind. So, can Vulpix survive? Oh, it's going to be an Aqua Tail. Can Vulpix survive and farm down? Oh, 1 HP in a dream. Go for the Body Slam. And they get it in time. Vulpix hanging on right there. Beautiful way to end this game. Boom. Down goes the shiny Vulpix. Good game. All right, moving to the next one. We have Wooper on the lead versus Vulpix again. Very positive. We're going to see that swap out right away. Okay, we're not going to see that swap out right away. There must be another fire in the back. That's what happens. ABB lines, so a Vulpix maybe double water, they would swap out. If it's Vulpix water fire, like a Slugma in the back, they're gonna stay into this matchup. That is the whole reason why, because they fear the Wooper lining up against the Slugma, so they just want to try to get it out of the way and hope that Slugma can sweep, which is not going to happen. So we do see Seal come in, so I wouldn't be surprised if there is a Slugma in the back or maybe a Growlithe, some kind of other fire Pokemon. Now, if there isn't, then I'm really surprised at their choice to stay in with the Vulpix. So now we're going to see them get to multiple Body Slams right here, and things are looking pretty good now for the Wooper. They're going to go ahead and swap out now into Mareanie, and this is where we might see the swap in of Slugma. But honestly, if it does decide to come in, no, it's actually going to be a Jupiter. Okay, so definitely really surprised why they stayed in against Wooper with Vulpix when they could have safe swapped and had energy advantage later on. But anyway, Sludge Wave's going to land. That is beautiful to see, and this is looking to be a good game. We're in a situation here where Shadow Vulpix, Quick Attack, 2 shields should be able to take it, as Bubble Beams, Icy Winds, what have you, are not enough to take down this Mareanie because of that water typing. So here comes the Brine looking to take out the Jupiter, as they do get a shield, and now this is definitely going to be a good game because they have Vulpix, 2 shields, and a sack swap into Wooper to clear the Bubble Beam debuff, especially from right here, this Bubble Beam coming through. It's going to get shielded, but that debuff, that attack debuff, can get cleared now. So they're going to go ahead and go for Body Slam. Honestly, you don't really need the clear, but we could see that happen right here as they do get the final shield. Let's see. Nope, they're going to go ahead and shield right here, and now it's just going to be a race to the next charge move. But obviously, the Vulpix right here should be able to outpace, and they do, and the opponent decides to surrender. Good battle. All right, moving to the next one. We have Wooper on the lead versus Seal again. Gosh. All right. Another Seal here on the lead. So I feel like I'm casting the same game for like the 7th time in a row. Body Slams coming through right here. I mean, there's good reason, right? Seal, Vulpix, and Jupiter is a very strong team, or Seal on the lead in itself is very strong, because even against grass-type Pokemon, you can set yourself up with shield advantage. But we will see the bailout now into Mareanie as they decide to stay in and look to go for another Icy Wind to apply that attack debuff here to Mareanie. But let's see what decides to come in. Nope, they're just going to stay in. They're going to go ahead and go for the Sludge Wave. So maybe double fire in the back. Maybe that's why they're not deciding to come in. But Sludge Wave does land, and they should be able to get to a Brine right here as well, looking to force that final shield here from the Seal. But is it going to be enough damage? Yes, it is. Seal does go down. We will see a Badoo in the back with Hidden Power. All right, so I know it's electric right there, but Hidden Power has the same animation, I believe still. I haven't seen it in a long time. Same animation for all of them. So I didn't see if that was resisted or anything, but we'll have to see what Hidden Power this is. Wooper now going to come in, so it looks like neutral damage. So it might be a water Hidden Power to throw people off or actually do damage. Yeah, it looks to be maybe a water Hidden Power. Would make sense if their Badoo was a safe swap and a fire came in, because that Hidden Power would be doing super effective damage. So they are going to commit to the hard farm down, and final Pokemon they're going to go ahead and swap out is going to be a Slugma. Oh, dangerous. They're going to go ahead and go for this Body Slam right here, and this actually does near enough damage where it's going to force that final shield, and it's a checkmate for the opponent. Nope, they decided to let it go. Yeah, good game. Checkmate because Body Slam one-shots or the Mud Bomb from Wooper on the back end one-shots since they only had 1 shield. All right, so we got a Badoo here on the lead. It's Razor Leaf, and they're deciding, oh, they got to bail out right away. Oh, man. Badoo coming in with the heavy-hitting fast moves right here. They're going to go ahead and go for Brine, and if this lands, oh, that is going to be so devastating because... No, it does get a shield. That's beautiful. They would have been able to land the Sludge Wave otherwise. So now this is a tough situation. Razor Leaf is so good in this meta if you guys commit shields to it, as Vulpix now is going to be forced to come in and forced to shield a charge move from Badoo, which is so unfortunate. It is going to be the Grass Knot. And now they're going to go ahead and load up on energy and go for Weather Ball right here. In hindsight, I mean, going for Weather Ball obviously is going to take it out, but maybe... going for Body Slam, since they are the same energy, is probably beneficial, especially if they sack swap into something like this Seal that we see come in right here. Just something to think about. So now Badoo is gone, but we don't know what that final Pokemon is going to be, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's another Razor Leaf user, as they do shield the Aqua Tail. They're going to go ahead and load up on energy and trying to go for double Body Slam. So if it's another Razor Leaf, like a Shadow Oddish in the back, I think it's going to be game over. They do get a shield. They're going to go ahead and swap out, and it's a Lotad. Yeah, that's game over. There's another Razor Leaf user. Oh, man. See ya. All right, moving to the next one. We have Wooper on the lead versus Vulpix. Very positive matchup right here. So let's see what they decide to do. Again, staying in. Nope, here's that swap out into Jupiter. So they're going to go ahead and go for Body Slams. Now, we'll have to see if the Mareanie is going to be coming into this matchup, as they do want to load up on some energy, go for another Body Slam. And this is a situation now where Mareanie could safely come in. I don't think Mirror Coat is going to be enough to really dramatically threaten. Yeah, here comes the Mareanie. It is going to be doing super effective damage, but it's not going to one-shot. So you don't need to shield this first one, as it is just going to be a Bubble Beam. Perfect. So now they're in a good situation where they can go for Brine right here. If the opponent decides to let it go, I don't think it's going to be enough damage, and they can farm down. They decided to shield. Okay, that's fine too, because now they could shield this Mirror Coat. Nope, they're going to let it go. And it is going to be the Mirror Coat there. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Excuse me, and they do get farmed down. So now Vulpix is going to be a good option to come in here and farm down with Quick Attack, having only one shield left on the opponent's side, and a mirror match 2-to-1 shields energy advantage as well is devastating. That means something in the back is weak. They're going to go ahead. Oh, they tried to swap out. They're going to be forced to shield right here because whatever's in the back, it must be a grass Pokemon. It's got to be weak here to Vulpix because they came into the mirror match, down shields and down energy. So here comes another Body Slam. Hopefully it is enough to take out the Vulpix. No, it's not going to be enough. They try to swap again, but it's going to be a CMP tie, and this is where the opponent might swap out, and if it's a Razor Leaf user, it's going to be deadly very quickly, and no, it's going to be a Bulbasaur. So good read right there. Keeping Vulpix alive rating. There's probably a Grass-type Pokemon in the back. Boom! Down goes the Bulbasaur, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. All right, moving to the next one. Wooper on the lead versus Seal again. All right, here we go. 2 Body Slams and a swap out. 2 Body Slams, no shield the Icy Wind, swap out into Mareanie. Here we go. Here's the first Body Slam. Oh, man. This is what is good and bad about limited cup metas. It's good because it's predictable. It's bad because it's predictable. So depending on what side of the fence you want to be. Oh, a Pharaoh Seed came in. All right, things just got very unique very quickly. We will see the Sludge Wave come through, but depending on what side you're on, if you like consistency and knowing exactly what teams are going to be out there and seeing the same stuff over and over, this is your time to shine. If you like variety, this is not the place to be. But speaking of variety, that Pharaoh Seed coming in is so spicy. I love it. Will we see a shield, though, on the Mareanie? No, they're going to let it go. It's the Flash Cannon, and that's resisted in a nearly one-shot. Oh, my goodness. All right. Pharaoh Seed halfway through the ground right there is going to get farmed down now by Wooper, and we will see the Seal come back in. So Wooper might just be able to get to 2 Body Slams right here. First one gets a shield. Can they get to the second one in time? Yes, they can. And now it's a matter of, do you swap out into Vulpix in this situation? No, they decided no shield. Vulpix is going to come in, and do you risk the no shield Icy Wind? It could be Aqua Tail. No, it's going to be Icy Wind. Okay, they let it go. Final Pokemon is going to be Litwick, and this is definitely a tough situation as both charge moves are resisted because of the Ghost Fire typing. But Vulpix with Weather Ball is still going to put in a little bit of work. I was going to say a lot of work, a little bit of work. And they're actually forced to shield right here. If they can get off 2 more Weather Balls, they can force a shield. And then it's going to be a race between Wooper and Litwick to close this game out. No shield right there. All right. Litwick woke up this morning and chose violence, so it gets farmed down. And now it's Seal. Going to be going down to fast moves as well, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. All right, Wooper on the lead versus Clauncher. Okay, Clauncher here I think is going to be having Rock Throw. Yeah, they do swap out into Fomantis, which is spicy. This thing is going to be having Leaf Blade, so watch out for that. It is going to do quite a bit of resisted damage. Here comes the Leaf Blade. Oh, 50% right there. Oh, man. They're going to go ahead and go for Weather Ball now. Obviously going to one-shot because of that grass typing. But will we see a shield? Yeah, we do see a shield. So they want to try to get to 1 more in time, and it gets to it so quickly. So here comes the next shield. Imagine being a grass Pokemon swapping in and forcing shields on a fire Pokemon with a grass move. That's how strong Leaf Blade is here from Fomantis. So we're going to be seeing that next Weather Ball come through. Boom, down goes the Fomantis. And in comes the Clauncher to farm down. Now we're going to see that Wooper come in. Resisting the fast moves is huge right here. And the final Pokemon is going to be the Jupiter. So they're obviously in a very good situation right now. They could easily go for double Body Slam, swap out. They're going to go for 1 Body Slam and swap out into Mareanie. Sludge Wave now will one-shot the Jupiter from what we've seen before. Unless this is going to be Bubble Beam. then it's probably not going to one-shot. No, it is the Mirror Coat, and it lands! Oh, that is so much damage. Things just got very dangerous very quickly, but Mareanie is going to be throwing back a Sludge Wave, and it gets shielded, so Dupiter now committing to the farm down, and this is a dangerous situation as Wooper now is going to be forced to throw as quickly as possible because that Bubble Beam attack debuff might be so detrimental here, but no, they are going to get to it in time, and they're going to let it go if it's a Mirror Coat. No, it is going to be the Bubble Beam. They let it go. But now this is dangerous as the Clauncher is going to be coming in. And the attack is lowered here on the Wooper. So it's going to take 3 Body Slams to actually maybe 2. Oh, they might go for Mud Bomb. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh, they're going to have to shield now. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be so close. They stopped the Aqua Jet, but they do have 2 Body Slams ready to go. This Body Slam will take out the Clauncher, and the next one should take out the Dupiter in the back, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Wooper living on the edge right there with 1 HP and a dream. You love to see it. Good battle. And that was the final one. What a set of battles right there. That was fun. So, huge shout out to Ganetto24 YouTube for sharing these battles with us. Again, showcasing how strong Mareanie can be there. And be sure to go check out their channel. It's going to be linked down in the description. So, like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.